Don't do it. And here we go. Top 5 things that people need to stop doing. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Brittany and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That's Britt K on Instagram. That's BRITTT__K. Right now it's about 1:57 and I just had this thought right before bed and I wanted to come kick it with you guys and share some things with you guys. As I said in the beginning of my YouTube journey, on my first YouTube video, introduction type of video, I said that there were numerous reasons why I decided to start a YouTube channel, and one of them is to record the journey of my growth and my self-awareness, and also to spread love and positive energy in the YouTube world. This video is going to be about 5 things that we need to stop doing or stop saying. I think that these 5 tips will be very valuable to anyone, and I think that there's good things to live by, only because in life we face a lot of obstacles, as you guys all know. We have challenges in our relationships, we have challenges within ourselves, and I think that if you keep these things in mind, it will help you to propel and move forward. Also keep a sane mind, because that's where everything starts, right? It all starts with us being in tune with ourselves. That way when we go out in the world, we are our best selves and we can present our best selves in situations involving other people and, you know, difficult scenarios and whatever may have you. So, I got my list right here on my trusty little iPhone 8 Plus. Number 1 is we need to stop looking to other people for validation when telling them our thoughts and our ideas. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sharing your feelings or your thoughts or your ideas with other people. But what happens when you have an aspiration or a dream and you decide to share it is that you're so excited about this thought or this idea, right? You're like, yeah, I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or I'm going to start a radio station, or I'm going to go back to school, or I'm going to try to make this relationship work with so-and-so. You're excited, you have these ideas of how it's going to work, how you're going to make it work, the things that you're going to implement to make it better this time or whatever. And then when you share it with someone, they don't have that same upbeat energy with you. You're like, Sometimes it can deter you tremendously. Sometimes they put in their input like, no, instead of going back to school, you should go to night school. Or instead of going to FIT, you should go to BMCC. Or maybe you should go away to school instead. Or instead of going to Verizon, you should go to Sprint. Whatever it is, before you have fully developed your own ideas and emotions and try to implement them, when you share them, sometimes other people have the wrong energy. Sometimes other people don't believe in what you're saying to them. So that energy shows, and if their response is not as high in energy or the excitement level isn't the same, that can throw you off sometimes. And I'm not saying that everyone is going to have a bad or negative response to, you know, the ideas or feelings that you're having at the time, but it's just best to sometimes keep certain things to yourself. That way you can fully develop them and nurture them on your own and move forward. What is it they say? The best secrets are best kept. Like our best kept secret or whatever it is that they say. The reality of it is that some things you just need to keep to yourself. Oh, I'm working on this project. This is my baby. It means a lot to me. Keep it to yourself. Nurture it. Take care of it before you expose it to the world. Make sure that it's ready to be shared and make sure that you're ready to share it. Make sure that you're confident enough with the idea before you go telling someone else, because it really hurts and it really throws a fork in the road when you share an idea with a family member or a loved one and they're just like, oh, you're gonna do that, or everybody's doing that, or you could do something else, or you think you're capable of doing this. And even though those are just a few of the responses they may give you, it's just that can be said in so many different ways. It can be their body language. It can be their attentiveness. They may not understand what you're saying. Some people are fearful of other people with dreams and goals, so it's not always like a bad energy or hating type of scenario. They just don't see it. They don't see it for themselves, so how can they see it for you? So that's rule number 1. Make sure you proceed with caution when it comes to sharing your ideas, your thoughts, and your aspirations. Everyone doesn't have to know everything. By all means, share things, but be very mindful of what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with. Do not seek validation from anyone else but yourself. And the truth is, if you are really into something and you really aspire to be something or to create something, nobody else's opinion really matters. You know, what's meant to be is going to be, and what's for you is for you. So once you go out there and you try it, either you're going to kick ass or you're going to fail. But just know that when you fail, it's a lesson and you move forward. You don't need no one else telling you this ain't it or that's dumb before you even get started, you know? Because you might change your mind and then who knows, that could have been the next big thing. Whether it was like a worldwide thing or just a great thing for you. Number 2 is something that I struggle with. Number two. Number 2 is sleeping past your alarm, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, if you are snoozing your alarm, sleeping past your alarm, setting multiple alarms, whatever it is that you're doing, it needs to stop. It has to stop now. What sense does it make to set a goal to wake up at 6 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 11:30, whatever time it is? Tell yourself that this is the time that I need to be up to do X, Y, and Z, or this is the time that I need to start my day, or this is the time that I need to take a shower, and snoozing it or sleeping past it. What sense does that make? The only thing that that tells me is that you're setting yourself up for failure already. You're snoozing or sleeping past an alarm or ignoring an alarm, you're setting yourself up for failure. If the goal was to leave out of your house at 3 p.m. or to wake up at 7 a.m. and you're ignoring that goal that you set for yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, there's no other way around it. It's no other way for me to explain it. To hit it, it is just there in plain sight. It is what it is. Stop sleeping past your alarm. Stop ignoring your alarms. When you set goals for yourself, stay on task. Be aware of your time management and do what needs to be done. Number 3. So many people have formed the habits of telling themselves that they can't do things, or calling themselves ugly, or saying like, oh, I'm stupid. You don't say like, hey, you in the mirror, you're stupid. But stop talking down on yourself. I truly feel that we are what we say we are. So if you are speaking down on yourself or telling yourself you can't do something, even if you're just thinking it like, oh, I would like to do this, but I know I can't do it, or it's too hard, or that's impossible for me, you're embedding that in your spirit. That's the negative energy or the negative ideas that you are nourishing your spirit with. I feel like you must be in tune with yourself and speak highly of yourself at all times. Whether it's thoughts, prayers, meditation, affirmations, whatever it is, everything surrounding you has to be positive. So if you're saying I can't, or I'm not good enough, or I won't, or this won't work for me, that's initially what's going to happen. We are very familiar with speaking things into existence. So even if you don't feel at your best, just know that there's always a possibility and there's always means for improvement to get there. Do not speak down on yourself. Anything involving yourself and something that you want to do, or something that you see yourself doing in the future, something that you want to work on, let's remember to be positive words, positive affirmations. Write yourself little positive notes. Try your best to keep everything positive. And I know that's easier said than done, especially when you're struggling with something. If you're working on a craft and it's not coming out to the best of your ability, just know that this is why you're working on it. This is why you're practicing. This is why you're setting these goals for yourself. Do not speak down on yourself. I cannot stress this one enough because it's something that I struggle with all the time. I'm so quick to say I can't do something, and the reality is you can. Anything you set out to do and you actually put your best foot forward, you will be able to do in the long run. So do not speak down on yourself. That's number 3, and one of the most important in my opinion. Do not speak down on yourself. Number 4. So many of us come up with ideas, and even if you don't have an idea, it could be an idea, it can be a task, It can be a goal. It could be a thought. Just jotting down things like in a journal. And a lot of us don't do that. And I think that it's very, very important that people stop not writing down their ideas. So I should say number 4 is writing down your ideas. I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I'm getting at. Stop ignoring the thoughts and the ideas that they have. And also, like, we tell ourselves, like, oh, this is an idea that I'm having. Oh, I know I'm not going to forget. I do forget. I know I forget all the time. There's always, like, these moments when I'm, like, out or I'm in the house moving around doing things. Or I could be, like, at the park or at the gym. And it's like, oh, I want to go live and talk about this. Or this is an ideal topic for my podcast or for my YouTube channel. And then idea just disappears or it fades away. Or it's days or weeks before I think of it again. So what's really important is that whenever you come up with something that catches your attention, that you should definitely write it down. You know, write the main idea, the main topic with some sub ideas and subtopics. That way you're pre-preparing yourself for whatever presentation, whatever talk, whatever vlog or blog, you know, you're gonna implement that idea in. So number 4 is always write down your ideas. Number 5 is not being prepared. So along with number 4, as far as I was saying, not writing down your ideas, is not being prepared. If you know you're going to an interview, if you know you have to do laundry tomorrow, if you know you have a project due, the best thing you can do for yourself is to be properly prepared. Do not wait to the last minute. That's just the dumbest thing that anyone can do. When I see it all the time, people will not prepare and then be upset with the outcome. How does that make sense to any of us? Again, I'm not speaking down on anyone because these are all things that I also need to work on. That's part of the reason why I wanted to share it with you guys, because I know these are things that I want to work on and things that I have been working on that have been helping me. So number 5 is not being prepared. Whatever it is that you are setting yourself out to do, it could be the smallest of things, it could be the largest of things. Make sure that you're prepared. So if you know you have to do your laundry tomorrow, why not get a head start and separate the clothes by colors? Why not begin now by packing up the shopping cart and putting aside your detergents and the products and materials that you need to do your laundry tomorrow? That's one way of being prepared. If you know that you are going to be making tacos later on today, you want to just check your grocery list and check your fridge and your cupboards to make sure that you have everything you need to make those tacos. If you have a job interview, the best way to be prepared is to make sure that your attire is put together the day before. To make sure that you do all the research on the job. Run through some questions that they might ask. Be prepared. If you're looking to be successful or succeed in any task that you have set for yourself, the best thing to do is to properly prepare yourself in advance. Prepared and make sure you have all your ducks in a row so that you're setting yourself up for success and not for failure. And as a bonus, number 6 is not getting the proper rest. People think that no sleep equals like success and like hard work and like grinding. And yes, I do agree that in order to be successful, sometimes there are going to be long nights and early mornings. But just being up late at night, scrolling through social media or watching stuff on TV aimlessly without no real grind or reason behind it, does not equate to success. You need to be your best self. You need to be alert. You need to be focused. You need to be getting the proper amount of rest. If you have a meeting in the morning, how is being up late going to help you do what you need to do at that meeting the next day? Unless you are going over notes or you have a last minute idea and you're like, oh, let me just stay up to finish X, Y, and Z proposal. There's no reason why you should be up missing sleep or missing rest just because. Not only staying up late, but being places and doing things that's taken away from your rest time. Rest is not only sleep. Rest is also like, you know what, I have a second right here. I've completed one task or I've completed one goal. I have a second right now in the moment. It's time for me to be present. Take a second, rest my eyes, whether it's a cat nap. Make sure that you get rest because a lot of accidents happen when you don't get proper rest. A lot of people are forgetful when they don't get proper rest. A lot of people just don't show up most people do not show up as their best selves when they don't get rest. So yes, as a bonus, that's number 6. Make sure that you are not missing out on any rest. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 things with the bonus. Things that people should stop doing or stop saying. Does you guys find this video helpful? Again, these are just things that I also picked up from other influencers. Things to help us be prepared, things to push our potential forward, things to help us allow us show up as our best selves when it comes to the smallest aspects of our lives to the bigger aspects of our lives. These things can be used all around. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you guys so much for supporting your girl. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed now. Hit that red subscribe button. Join the family and subscribe to Good Vibe Britt K on Instagram. That's BRITTT__K. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for some more dope content. Bye, y'all.